What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and what I think is going to play out for the future. I'm also going to break down what I think is going on with the overall market, and I'm just going to focus on technical analysis for this video. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter than usual just to get straight into the point. Before I get started though, I have to mention a couple of things. I have to do this. First off, I'm not a financial planner. Don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull with the link down below and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And you could always sell those 5 free stocks for cash and buy some Tesla shares with that money. This is a limited time offer. It ends in just 2 weeks. Check it out to get your 5 free stocks. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So anyways, looking at Tesla, we are seeing some very interesting price action. And overall, I do see something very interesting in the whole market. So one of the most notable things is we have this massive gap that formed right here. I mean, if you look at Tesla, whether you look at the 1 minute chart or if you look at the 2 hour candles, right, you could see, where is it? Like right here. I don't know why it moved that far. All the way to right here. See, we have this very big gap that formed, and it's going to bring Tesla down to that 727 range. Now, in my opinion, it's nothing to worry about because look at the SPY. If you look at the SPY, we have this big gap to $392. Okay, look at the IWM. Once again, another gap at $172. No big deal, right? Look at NEO. Another big gap, taking us all the way down to $13. I mean, it's all over the place. Even GME, same thing, big gap down. The whole market has this big gap, which I think is kind of like a signal for the fact that the whole market is probably going to take a slight hit. It's not going to be that bad. I think it's going to be the dip before we get a nice bounce and we start to rally to the upside. So why do I think the market's going to rally relatively soon? Look at Tesla. If I zoom out over the last couple of days, this is what the chart looks like. We're starting to make those higher lows, and the stock, what it's doing is it's entering a phase where it doesn't want to be too low. It wants to start pushing up. So I mentioned in my previous video, I saw today as a consolidation day. That is essentially what happened. We saw lots of consolidation, lots of sideways action, some barcoding here and there, which is not good for trading. But like I said before, it's definitely an improvement because we hit that $680 level just barely. I'm sure you guys remember that. Let me show you. And once we hit that 680, let me show you that on the 5-day chart. Once we hit 680, we got a nice bounce, a push up to 757. After that, we dropped and we're starting to make these higher lows. And you could also notice how well it is kind of bouncing between the support and resistance levels I was showing you. Think about it. We got a bounce off 680, okay? We push past resistance, we get rejected off 757, 758. It's very close. We drop down. We get rejected again, and we start getting held by 705. We're held up so well. Then the next day comes, we gap up with the whole market. We end up opening very close to where our support is at 757, and we hold above that. And you could see how what Tesla does is it's a very unique stock. It likes to hold these different ranges. It likes to stay within this different range, bounce back and forth within it. It likes channels. That's the way this thing acts. And with support and resistance, you can have an understanding of what the share price may end up doing. So what I think is this. We're starting this upward trend. We're starting to respect this upward trend. That kind of looks like this now. And we're starting to just go up and up and up just slowly. Kind of looks like this. Maybe not perfectly like that, but you understand my point. It's getting better, and we're starting to start to show some bullish momentum. If we look at some other indicators, like maybe just pull up the RSI, MACD real quick. One of the things you're going to notice is the fact that also the volume, we started running on low volume. We saw very low volume throughout the rest of the market for a lot of the day, and yet we held up pretty darn well, which is, in my opinion, is a pretty darn good sign. So looking at the MACD from the 2-hour candles, I like to actually do it from that perspective. Check this out. The volume wasn't that good for the last couple of days. If I zoom in right here for the last like few hours of the day, it was just low volume. Got a flip on the MACD with the 9-day moving average. RSI is picking up just a little bit. So I think this is my thesis as to what I think the market's going to do. I think Tesla's going to have a drop perhaps on Monday or Tuesday, and I think we're going to drop and fill this gap at 722, and right after we fill the gap, we're going to get a nice bounce either around there or 700. And then we're going to start pushing up again. And I think the market is going to shift in its dynamic. And I see a rally kind of starting based off these bullish indicators I'm seeing. And it does look like the stock really wants to keep running. Now, if we end up dropping, we end up going down to 680 again. We can't hold. And it's possible we keep on dropping. Maybe the bottom hasn't been found yet. But I think it's very probable that we already found the bottom and the market wants to just take a breather because it's kind of long overdue now. The market's been extremely red and extremely oversold for far too long, and I think the time is coming very closely. So from my prediction, I'm not going to actually give a perfect prediction today. I'm going to do that on Sunday, but what I think is going to happen to Tesla is we're going to have a dip like this, and slowly but surely, we're going to start stair stepping our way up gradually. That doesn't mean that it's the end of the bear market. I think we're going to enter, like I said before in my previous videos, these different phases are what we're going to enter. The market isn't just dropping in a straight line. There are going to be moments where we're bullish, then bearish, then bullish, then bearish. I mean, I could show you this in a very easy way. Look at the daily chart on Tesla. You could see there are snippets of time where we push up, then we drop, push up, drop. And let me actually close these. I think the chart looks kind of messy. There we go. We push down, push up, push down, push up. We push down. So what do you think is going to happen next? Are we just going to just get rug pulled all the way down to 200? I don't think so. We're not going to just drop all the way down to 500 in a straight line. I don't really see it that way. I think we're waiting for that nice bounce. I think the time is now. I think we have this gap. Is this even a gap? I think it's a gap. I think there's another gap somewhere on here. If I look at the 2-hour chart, I could show you. Right here, there's a nice gap right here in the $857 range. So yeah, Tesla's going to push up and approach 900 very, very soon. I think the time is starting within a week or two from now. I hold the same thesis. I think we're going to fill this gap down, get a nice bounce, hopefully off 722 or 700, 705, somewhere around there. We get a nice bounce, start pushing. There's going to be a lot of resistance on the way there. I mentioned resistance at 775, 800, 821, 847. I think we're going to soar past everything and we're going to be back in the high 800s to 900s very, very soon. So I'm bullish. The market is fearful. Fear is driving the markets. People are scared, but I haven't lost faith. I'm still very, very bullish. With that said and done, I want to thank you for listening. I think the dynamic's about to shift. I'm seeing it before it starts, and that's what I have for this one. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Just because Tesla goes to 900, by the way, it doesn't mean we're not going to drop again in the future. I do see more drops coming, but I just don't think it's going to happen that quickly. I think the next few weeks are going to be more bullish. I'm very excited. And that's what I have for this one. So thank you so much. Enjoy your Friday. I wish the best for each and every one of you. Stay strong and peace out.